If we're in town. Schedules permitting.
Even if we're not in town, we'll be here.
But you guys picked a great night to be here because not only is there some amazing folks from the movie here, but also this is when it starts. This is when we decide as a group what's going to happen during this midnight movie every time we see it. And here's my suggestion, and we'll get suggestions from the audience and from the cast. But for me, I think everyone should throw plastic knives every time Knives is looking at someone like she's mad at them.
I saw a lady dressed as Knives earlier. Where's Knives?
Oh shit, stand up, Knives. Okay, now try to be quieter. Boom! Reference from the movie. I'm here for that.
Would you like to meet some people involved in the film?
Oh.
Yeah!
This is so great, you guys.
I'm going to start with, in a very real way, the biggest person involved with Scott Pilgrim. The creator of Scott Pilgrim, Bryan Lee O'Malley. Somebody who wrote the film along with Bryan and myself, and not only is he a colleague of mine and my co-writer on this movie, but he was one of the Inglourious Bastards, which is a piece of geeky trivia he can take to the grave. Bacall is in the house.
He is the immortal one. Are you a pirate?
That's right.
Yeah, Smithy's a pirate.
You do have two. Well, I think so. Tell them what your lines are in the movie, Michael.
Are you a pirate and something about boo or something? Or you're a heckler.
That's right. Yeah, Michael is in it like 2 or 3 times. Right. There's more. There's more.
Let's share with everybody. Say hi to everybody, Bryan. Okay.
Let's welcome on stage the sexiest person who was ever on a cinema screen in 2010, Envy Adams herself, Brie Larson.
This is awesome.
What do you mean? That was
That's
good.
your intro.
That was nice. Yeah, it was fun.
How could it get better than Brie? Well, is he the Human Torch? Is he Captain America? It's Lucas Lee. It's Chris Evans. How much did you pay for your ticket tonight? $7.
I'm good, actually.
Why don't we welcome Evil X number 7, Jason Schwartzman?
Seriously, I'm good. You're going to give me a heart attack. It's so exciting.
There's one more person, and he has a new facial accessory, which makes him more of a man than any of us can ever be. Please welcome 2.0, Michael Cera.
ever say that to you in a restroom? That must be awkward. So let's take turns, Edgar, you and I asking the amazing cast and Bryan and Michael questions.
I guess they're going to be embarrassed. I'll give the mic rather to Chris and Jason because they've never been at one of these midnights before. But well, just say how you feel.
How do I feel about this film? I sent you a text message. I did.
You want me to read your text message out?
You should. All right, you should.
I'll read the text message out.
Let's see what the text
It's pretty
is.
gushy. I
If you're
love
not
it.
happy with that, I'll read it out.
I think I'm just used to making bad movies. And
America!
but making a good movie is so exciting. And the first time I saw this, I just wasn't used to it. Really being excited. It's so sad.
Can I read out your text message?
Yeah, it gets better.
A text message for Chris, and it will embarrass him, but it's so sweet. And also, I'd like to point out that the following words are in caps: triumph and boom are in caps. I can't do the accent. Yo, man, I just have to tell you, I'm watching Pilgrim right now, and it's a fucking triumph. I love this guy. I have a man crush on this man. It's a good job Brie is in between us. I've always loved it, but somehow it gets better every time. I want to do every movie I make with you. That's it. You crushed it. Miss you, bud. Boom! That might be the greatest text I've ever received. From about 4 days ago.
It's true. I mean,
Hey, I want to thank all of you for being here. I'm sorry I missed all the other midnight screenings, but I love this movie so much because I get to be friends with all these people and remain in touch all this time, and this is fun. Sorry, I didn't mean it. But I love this man right here. And I don't have capital letters right now, but I will say boom. I love you all. And I'm happy to be in this awesome theater. I spend a lot of nights here alone.
Michael, you just came back from Chile, and would you like to tell the audience anything in Spanish?
No va a Chile. It means do not go to Chile.
Yeah, if you want, we can get audience questions. That'll be fun.
For the people who are new, we won't say anything that will spoil the movie.
Oh.
But like, sort of, does anybody have any questions before we start? Because not all, like, so we'll. Thank you. Just keep talking.
So like you're saying there's a chance that like evil might win at the end of this movie and we don't want people to know that. Okay, good. Yeah, let's get some audience.
I'm so like.
Let's take 3 questions. They
Who's
better
got
be
a
good.
question?
Oh, you had a thing you wanted to ask?
Oh yeah, and also before you ask your question, please suggest something that we can do every time there's a midnight screening. I was thinking another one that would be fun is if everybody brought a skateboard and you held it in your lap, and when Lucas told us to try to do all the rails, you could all spin your wheels and make a real spin sound in the theater. I think that could be pretty cool.
Actually, you could get plastic coins, not real ones, because you heard something, but every time.
Yeah, don't hurt anybody.
If somebody explodes into coins, throw plastic coins.
I say throw real change on the floor. I say whenever somebody turns into coins, just throw your real change on the floor. Don't throw it into the air, don't overhand it, but you know what I mean? Toss it on the floor. That'll make a great sound, and the theater will get a lot of money.
Like Lynette, like Guyncourt, the drummer from Clash of Demon Head, should stand up and do a twirl. Come over here. Look at this, she's got the robot arm. And you got coins? You brought coins with you?
I did. There are game tokens.
So they won't hurt anybody. Okay. This one lady is going to throw coins during the movie.
Oh, there goes one now.
Don't throw them at the screen, please.
Don't throw them at the screen.
Oh, don't throw things at the screen. That's an important rule.
That lady had a question. You had a question.
Yeah, last time, or one of the previous times you were here for the midnight showing, you told the audience to listen for the musical cue when Vivian Graves is first introduced in the movie.
That's right.
And I was wondering if you had any other kind of little hidden Easter eggs in the movie.
Oh, I think so. If it's your first time watching it, I'd say hopefully enjoy the movie. Second time watching it, I'd just count the number of X's in the movie. Third time watching it, try and kind of find all the numbers that relate to the X's, of which there are several. If you're on a fourth one, we call that the Johnny Simmons pass. And in the fourth time watching it, you just watch Young Neil for the whole movie.
Is it an essay question? You just have to write about it.
This time you just enjoy it again. I'll think of some 6, 7, 8, 9. This man.
Yeah, I've never seen the film. I heard it's really good.
We love you.
I just want to ask how you get Michael Cera.
Well, you have to ask him. Can he give you a hug?
Yes.
I don't know, he's got a hug posse. Wow, they said entourage was over.
Okay, who has no more hugging questions?
Oh, then don't take it up a notch questions. Good, Troy, help you. Oh, yeah. Make the noises that are written in words across the screen, like ring and stuff like that. That's funny.
Onomatopoeia.
Yeah, what's up with the mustache choice?
No, not enough thinking involved in it. I didn't expect to be asked about it for a group of handsome people. Sorry. I wish I had something interesting to say.
Can I not ask a question, but can I make a statement? Sitting in the front row here is Clu Gulager. Can I say your friend? I just watched, I've seen him in many films, but I just watched, if you've ever got the Criterion edition of The Killers, Clu is in that, and he is so amazing, and he steals the entire film from Lee Marvin, John Cassavetes, Angie Dixon, and Ronald Reagan, and Clu steals the whole film. If you haven't seen it, watch The Killers with Clu Gulager.
And while you're at it, watch Return of the Living Dead.
And Return of the Living Dead.
Yes, a masterpiece. Very, very hilarious performance in that.
Okay, we'll just take a couple more questions. We should stop. There's a skull or something. There's a Spirited Away thing in the background.
It's the face that Knives makes.
Very good.
I have a question for Edgar and Michael. Michael, when the rumor is that the rest of the movie's going to be filming.
I'm sorry, we can't hear you from up here, but it sounds like it might have been an intriguing question. You want to?
Yeah, what's up with Party Down?
Party Down?
What's up with Party Down? I'm glad someone's higher than me.
I think basically what you've come up with there is not a question, but a philosophical statement. Up with Party Down. Let's say no more. This man.
Is there a possible sequel?
I don't know. That's up to this man at the end. Bryan Lee O'Malley. Brian, you can say no. He wants to remain ambiguous. Let's let him be mysterious. Man.
What about like the animation for Scott Pilgrim? Is that something that would potentially come out later? Because it looked like it would have been a wonderful addition to the movie.
Oh, you know, yeah. I know that's something. There hasn't been much movement on that, but we all like the Adult Swim thing that was done.
Yeah,
It'd be a fun way to do the books and stuff. So like, it'd be a cool thing to wait to do the books in full in an anime style. But I don't know, Brian, what do you think? I'll throw over to Brian on any important Scott Pilgrim discussion. I would like to. You got a mallet? Stand up, come on. Look at this hammer.
Look at that. That's not for you though. That's the hammer in this movie, not the. Not the Avengers hammer. It's a Scott Pilgrim hammer. I'm just saying. I don't know what to do.
Alright, last question in the back.
Wait, what are you going to do with the hammer? Did she get a question, or did you just want her to... Jesus, don't ignore the lady with that giant hammer.
I've been letting you stand up for the entire movie. Do you have a question?
Yes, I was wondering what was your favorite prop or wardrobe piece from the movie?
Oh, okay. This is my favorite answer. Prop or wardrobe piece.
My favorite, I think, is the red shoes. That's pretty good. Well, I don't know. Those were kind of a drag to get on. They had to Vaseline my feet to get them in. I think that sounds gross. I think my favorite was, for strange reasons, but I had this snake ring. It was incredibly expensive and didn't fit. It was like a men's ring. And I took it off at lunch, and I remember setting it on my tray and eating lunch. And then I threw the tray away. And we came back, and I was like, Brie, where's the snake ring? The $75,000 snake ring. And I was like, huh? Like, there's black diamonds in it? I was like, oh, that is... And all of a sudden I had flashes of, like, when I threw my retainer in the trash. So like me being, like, beat by my mother. And I'm like, oh my God. And we're panicking, and we're looking through the trash, and as we're panicking, Johnny Simmons strolls up and is like, huh, what are you guys looking for? And we're like, we're looking for the ring. He's like, oh, Kieran has it. And I'm like, Kieran has it? Why does Kieran have it?
He rummages through garbage.
Like, oh, you set it on your tray, and Kieran just takes things, and he just took it. He walks up 2 seconds later, he's like, huh, what are you guys looking for? On his finger.
He's a human raccoon. Chris?
What's your favorite prop or
wardrobe piece?
Proper wardrobe piece.
That leather jacket.
Does that have to be mine? Can it be anyone? I really thought they made good use of the hat. The hat.
You worked at Cup of Coffee pretty good.
It was pretty hot, if I recall.
This is absolutely true. This is actually true, just to show how much of a man Chris Evans is. This is true. The thing that they put into, if you're trying to make something look like it's boiling, the thing that they put into liquid to make it look like it's boiling, sometimes it foams over and it doesn't look quite right. And we were trying to get this thing right. When he crushes that coffee cup, like we put the fake steam thing in and it kept foaming over, so it looked really weird. And Chris, true to form, goes, fuck it, give me a hot coffee. Crushes in the movie is hot coffee. So that deserves a round of applause.
I'm not a trained actor. So I approach everything with a certain amount of fear and whatever. And so when I came up to work on this film, they had been shooting for a number of months, if not 7 months or something before I even arrived. And it seemed like everyone was doing a great job, and Edgar showed me some stuff, and it just seemed very incredible. And I was, to be honest, very nervous to be the seventh. Well, I'm sorry if you haven't seen the film. But to be a part of the movie, I didn't want to blow it, and so I started to think, well, what can I do? I don't know this character, all that stuff, that you hear about, the character stuff. And I thought, well, I gotta do something. And so I thought, well, maybe what I'll do is I thought about it, and I thought, well, my character really wants this. Do you mind if I just spoil it? How many of you have not seen it? Just a few, just about 15. A couple 30 of you guys. So I asked him, I thought about it, and I thought, you know what, well, my character really wants this woman back, and in theory, he has her back, and in theory, my character might have taken a flight from New York to Toronto with no luggage, and might have spent the night with her, and then as a sort of a territorial thing, worn her underwear the next day. So I asked the wardrobe lady if they would get me some red silk panties. And they did, and I wore them the whole movie. And I never told anybody. I wore them every day. I'd show up and I would change and I'd put on these panties. Very amazing and thin and actually quite incredible. I seem to walk faster. But I'll tell you that. One day I was doing a stunt and you this. My pants, they split, and the camera was behind me, if not everybody was behind me. And, everybody saw my panties. We've been shooting for now 6 or 7 weeks, and it was too I couldn't explain it. So I just, I didn't even bother to hold it flat over my butt and panties. I just walked away. My panties hanging out, and I gave them to someone very special to me on the movie. I don't remember their name, but and so that was my favorite piece of wardrobe unseen.
The only thing that I can think of is Thomas Jane's vegan police outfit, which he wore to the airport out of Toronto.
This is absolutely true. Thomas Jane, when Thomas Jane rapped, I got this message. We carried on shooting. I got this message from the second AD saying, Thomas has left in his outfit. And I was thinking, oh, that's kind of weird. So he wouldn't give the vegan police costume back to himself. The next day, Saturday morning, I got a text, and it said, hey, it's Thomas. I have the vegan police costume. If you cut me out of the movie, it's going straight on eBay. If not, I'll be wearing it under my tux at the premiere. What an amazing text that was. You cut it out, of course you can't get it.
Second most amazing text you've ever gotten?
I know. Boom! Bryan and Michael.
We can't follow these guys. We're not funny. I really wanted that bass guitar so bad, and I never got it. I'm so sad. It's at Universal Studios Hollywood if anyone wants to go look at it. I look at it all the time.
I'm going to make a suggestion. Go to Universal Studios Hollywood. Break into the case. Who is going to stop you? If you turn around and say, I created this comic.
Matt, we could all go there together one night.
Yeah! Ice cream.
I'm O'Malley. Oh yeah, right you are. Yeah, you look like an O'Malley.
Jason took my favorite wardrobe item. I just wanted to give a little addendum to that story. He was on top of a pyramid, and I was at a monitor and could not see what was happening. But from about 40 feet away, I heard a tremendous tearing of fabric, then cut, then without amplification. I split my pants. I split my pants.
That's awesome. What do we do now, Edgar?
It's not the movie, right? Who here has heard Doug's podcast and listens to the Leonard Maltin? After the film, you can challenge me for the chance to win a Scott Pilgrim prize, although the Leonard Maltin after the movie. But also before the movie, I gotta say thanks to these guys for turning up. trailers, the first 3 movies, if it's in the same order that I put them in, it might be in the wrong order. The first 3 films influenced the movie, and the last one is something we wanted to studiously avoid. So, that being, if they mixed around, you know which one's the rotten apple. But please enjoy Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, especially the new.